God, you have creatures' heads on these pikes.
Yeah,
Why?
I looked that up actually.
Wait, they serve a purpose?
I will actually be using those in the future.
You're kidding. Oh my gosh.
So I just kind of stuck them on the corners there as a sort of
Whoa,
imposing presence
that's interesting. Huh.
until I actually need to use them for real.
I see you've been having fun with carpenter's blocks.
Oh yeah, kind of turned the roof into kind of a bowl shape to mimic the blood altar.
Oh, I've never seen this thing before. That's wow, that's intimidating.
That's my blood.
Blood. I don't want to touch that. What are you doing, John? I guess I will right. Oh, I can't really right click on this. Okay, so this thing has no interface. This just exists.
You put items into the pool.
Oh,
It doesn't have an interface. You just have something in your hand and you right click on it.
interesting. Well, I'm not gonna. Maybe I'll put in some gravel to soak up your blood. That's really gross.
So
Okay.
I learned a few things since that tragedy last time where
Yeah.
I had that setback. I have two different life point counters. I have what's in my altar, which using this sigil I can tell that the altar is currently holding 10,000 life points, which is its max.
Okay.
And then I've also got what I can hold in my blood orb. My blood orb has 25,000 life points.
Oh, so those are different tallies then.
Yeah, the altar is for transmuting items, and then the blood orb is for powering spells and sigils and things like that. And incidentally, I looked up the sigils that are available. If you go into not enough items and search sigil, S-I-G-I-L, you can see. I think I'm going to start with the sigil of the fast miner. That sounds useful.
Oh, where's that? Whirlwind, Phantom Blade, Magnetism, Dome, Blood Lamp. What am I missing? Water, Lava, Void, Air. Oh, there it is. I skipped right over it. Keep going and going. Okay. So you're going to become the Energizer Bunny.
So the way you create those slates is you drop a smooth stone into the altar, wait for a while, it absorbs a bunch of blood and becomes a blank slate. And then you put that blank slate in, and with a bunch more life points, it becomes a reinforced slate, which is what we need in this case.
Oh,
So
okay.
Okay, so I need the reinforced slate, those three tools. And a bunch of smooth stone. There's the stone. Okay. Let's go in the corners.
Is that actually a portable tank full of blood?
I don't think it's full of blood right now, but I
Oh,
think I can use it to store blood.
okay, because it's full of something red.
Oh. Well, I didn't put anything into it. Maybe it was given to me that way. That was
So
a
you have a
reward I got
tank
from the
of
quest book.
so you have a tank of somebody else's blood is what you're telling me.
Sounds like it. Okay, the sigil of the fast miner. I'm not really sure how this works.
Oh, it looks like it didn't consume your orb either.
No, they don't, which is handy
Cool.
because
So
these
the orb is
orbs,
basically a
it-
catalyst.
yeah, these orbs are kind of a pain to make, so that's a good thing. I guess we could test this out in that shaft over there. But I've noticed a lot of the stuff in blood magic requires stuff from the nether. Um,
Sounds like we're
specifically,
gonna end up there sometime in the not too distant future.
yeah, I need a bunch of glowstone, gas tears, and uh, magma cream.
Well, the good news is magma cream could be made into a semi-renewable resource. Oh boy. And the rest of them, gas tiers, are going to be your trickiest part. Glowstone, I don't know. That's a hard one, but luckily there's tons of glowstone in the nether. Alright, so let's see what this sigil thing does.
Okay, it's activated. I got stuff flying around me, it looks like. It looks like I'm going a little bit faster.
Well, try it out on some of that essence ore over there, because that normally takes a decent amount of time to mine. Oh no, that's significantly faster on things that normally take an iron pickaxe. I think it just gives you... Yeah, you do have something flying around you, don't you?
And if I use my divination sigil, I can see that every maybe 10 seconds or so, I lose 100 life points.
That doesn't seem like that's too extreme of a loss. Didn't you say that your thing holds like 25,000?
Yeah, so I can keep going with this for a while.
Yeah, that's not too bad at all. That's actually pretty mild.
I know
Cool.
some of the later sigils I think let you mine in an area, but yeah, this is pretty decent for what I've got now. What else can I make? There's the air sigil, which I will need the gas tier for, so can't make that yet. The lava sigil will actually let me make lava using my blood. That
Okay.
requires magma cream.
Oh, I hear fire.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
Oh, damn it. I know what it is. Go north. Or not north. Go this way. This is still going on. So I was down here earlier, and... Oh, maybe it's not through here. I don't know. It's close to here anyway. I'm not going to mess with it. But basically, I was messing around down here trying to find just materials, and suddenly heard fire everywhere. And for the life of me, could not figure out what was going on. I came up here, I think. And I must have, yeah, I came up here. And was just exploring around, because this is actually a pretty cool cave system. But over here, I noticed there was some oil. And this looks like a mess because I've blocked this up at this point. But if you come this way, taking care to avoid getting stuck in oil anywhere. Is it still going? Damn it, it is. It turns out that oil is combustible.
Who knew?
And it got sparked somewhere, and this massive oil spout down here has been on fire forever. And it just doesn't stop.
That's a shame.
And I've tried everything I can think of to make it stop, other than just going through and plugging up all of this not oil with... I mean, it goes all the way as far as down here. I mean, it's all over the place. So I'm not 100% sure on exactly how to stop this. But I'm gonna... I don't know. I decided to stop worrying so much about it just because it didn't seem like it was hurting too much, other than obviously this oil is completely unusable at this point. But there's a ton of oil over here. So it's a shame that this one is pretty much worthless now. There's just nothing that can be done with it.
Were you planning on using oil for anything?
Not if I can avoid it. Oil is cool, but I wish it worked better.
Yeah.
Is how I'm going to answer that question, because I quit it. Because oh my god, let's get out of here. Ow! I'm so sick of this place. I wish it worked better. The problem is it's in such a limited supply. You can't really find a whole lot of it anywhere, and then you have to refine it into fuel for it to really be worth a damn. And by the time you do that, you lose some of the oil in the process by converting it, because I think it converts at a 2-to-1 ratio, but it makes it like 10 times the energy. But then there's only so many engines that will actually use fuel. And so you have to either go around collecting fuel at all these various random locations, and then you have to somehow transport it somewhere. And it's just, it's a nightmare of trying to get very scarce resources from a lot of distance away. It'd be more interesting if you could make it. And I think you can. I think there's an oil fabricating machine. But then what's the point? Because you're consuming so much energy to make it, you'll never make it back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one of those things that it's a cool concept,
I just never found a great way to implement it that wasn't just for looks. Um, the functionality has always been something that feels missing to me.
Okay. I was mentioning it because I think we got an oil spout by your tower over there.
We do, in fact, and I may eventually, like, I don't know, like set up an oil rig or something, just like I said, for looks, just because they do look kind of cool. Um, I just don't know how. Oh, yeah, there's our stone platform. I just don't know how functional it'll be. So, I don't know. We'll see what the future holds, but it's not on my immediate to-do list.
Hmm. Well, I've got a few more sigils I could make. Let's see. There's the sigil of the Green Grove, which I can grow stuff with. We won't need bone meal anymore.
Really, that's interesting.
Use my blood as fertilizer.
That, you know what? I'm gonna keep sticking with bone meal.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and make that.
In the meantime, I'm going to start with some of the basic stuff that you would start with mechanism, and that's a metallurgic infuser. Um, it's actually pretty simple. It's just some osmium, iron, redstone in a furnace. But it's used to enrich. Well, not enrich. That's the enrichment chamber. It's used to infuse metals with. Cobble. Metals with various substances. The most common is to infuse iron with redstone to make. I think it's enriched alloy. Um, and all of these use power. So I mean, these are all mechanism machines. Um, Luckily, we already got a purification chamber from the Tritons, so I don't have to make that. What I am going to have to make, though, is like some steel casing and enriched alloy and control circuits, and it starts getting very complicated very quickly. um, Luckily, I did grab all the materials already, so I'll be working on this in my designated area for these things, which viewers will be seeing this on camera for the first time. It's my a little area I have set aside for non-magic related activity. Okay. Put down the fuser, which now has power. And let's see here. Oh. Put down a crafting table down here just because it's inconvenient not to have one in just about every single room.
So here's an interesting thought. Um, the next tier of blood orb
Mm-hmm.
requires more blood than my altar can hold. So I might need your help.
Okay. Now, when you say my help, what exactly are you saying?
Your blood.
I don't know if I'm okay with this. I
Healing
don't
potions will be provided.
I don't think this is covered by anything. Like I don't know, man. I'm a little uncomfortable about the idea of donating my blood to your cause. This is not something you can get your non-existent farm animals to help you with.
You know, I suppose I could. That was the original plan.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not like saying, "Oh yeah, let's just throw the animals under the bus." But if the option is come here and bleed for me, I think I'm gonna go with why don't you, I don't know, partner up with like a slaughterhouse or something? Because I'm just not a fan of this idea.
Fair enough. Let's see. I'm just going ahead and making all the sigils that I'm able to.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting for some steel to cook up because steel is one of those items that you actually need quite a bit of in the mid to higher tiers of
mechanism, and I promptly forgot that that was actually a thing. So I had to run all the way back to get some steel. Whoops.
Okay, well I think I've made everything I can make until we go to the nether.
One thing that we are currently missing that would actually be pretty helpful is we currently don't have a whole lot of ender pearls,
Oh, that's
i.e.
true.
we have one. That's how many, not a lot, we have, is we have one. We're going to need quite a few of them, and some of them are going to be more useful now than later, I guess is a good way of putting it. There are 2 blocks that I know I would like to make called elevator blocks,
I would like those too.
because they just make traveling between layers just that much easier.
Hmm. But
So, oops.
right
got that
now, I
backwards.
think I will play around with these sigils. See if I like any of the other ones.